My mic, we there? Woo. My bad, y'all. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, all right? It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I had a hiccup while starting a live, but you know what I'm saying? Gotta get back into the flow. It's like I gotta get my reps in. As you guys can see, if you guys tapped into this video, you guys can see that I'm talking about something that I think is pretty relevant and so that's pretty crazy going on out here in these good old streets of Washington, D.C. That's where I live. That's where I'm at right now. If you guys have never seen me before and you just randomly decided to tap into this video, then I appreciate you guys for taking a look. If this isn't your first time, welcome back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who's out there subscribed to me and got the notification that came. I just need to talk to y'all real quick because it's some foolishness going on out here in this good old DC world. But you know, I gotta wait for the notifications to go out there. I gotta wait for, YouTube algorithm to do its thing. But we gonna talk. And the sun going up and down. Am I gonna have to turn the light on during the daytime? Oh, it just went down some more. Now it's coming back out. I don't know. We gonna leave it like this for right now until y'all tell me otherwise. Let me know if y'all can see me. But I decided to start this live because yesterday there was a Instagram video that I saw, and I made a comment, just being, a normal person on Instagram, interacting with stuff that I see as I'm scrolling. And it was a video I watched by Eamon Shumpert or Shumpert. Eamon, how you say his dude name? Eamon, is it Eamon or Eamon? Eamon Shumpert. God, I cannot say that dude's name. But the dude that played in the NBA. I think I should just play the video so you guys can see for yourself what I'm talking about. This video, let me give you the pretext. So he's basically talking about, I'm just gonna play the video.
See, listen, a nigga with money don't want you to listen. I'm gonna give this out to all women worldwide. Niggas with money don't want you paying no. We don't care for you to do that. We not coming to get you for no bread. If you do that and you get your own bread on the side, we gonna clap our hands for it. We gonna smile about it. We gonna be proud of it. We don't need you to do it. That's the advantage of picking us. We don't want you for that.
That's pretty much the whole video. He basically saying that men with money don't want women to have money. And it kind of seems like it reminds me of a lot of things that I've been hearing from some of my friends since I've been hanging out here in these good old streets of the dating world in DC. A lot of my friends, the guys who decide to date, when they date women, they've been dating women who are what you consider successful, which we'll get into that later on. But they've been dating women who most people would consider successful, or the women consider themselves successful. And in return, basically what happens is like the relationship's not working, and it's not for like the reasons why I think most women are gonna automatically jump to, like, oh, men can't handle women who are strong and successful or something like that. That's what most women are gonna say. That's not the case. I think what it is because these women are successful in their mind, it's like they completely view men in a different way, or they want a totally different thing from men other than the typical, what I guess you would think most women want, which is like a partner, or someone who they respect in a relationship. It seems like once women become successful, and this is just my opinion, this is not fact, but it just seems like, outside looking in, when some women become successful, it seems like they adopt a personality where it's like, I don't need you for nothing, and because I don't need you for nothing, it's like I don't respect anything you really say. Like, if you have an idea about something, or if you feel like we should go this way, I'm just gonna automatically just go that way because I just don't really care. I'm gonna prove to you. It's like I gotta prove to you at all times that we are equal, and I'm more, I don't know, not even equal. Sometimes it feels like they can take like salary and be like, well, because I have more in my salary, it means I'm the one leading this relationship. It would seem like in America, people view relationships, or people view the person who's like, I guess, in charge. I ain't gonna say in charge of a relationship because I don't think nobody should be in charge, but it seems like the person who's the more important person in a relationship is the one who makes more money, apparently. That's America for you. Can y'all hear me? Let me make sure y'all can hear me before I keep going. It says the mic is on. So it's just, and then the lights is, what is going on with the sun? The sun is in and out, in and out. But yeah, so all of this has been, it's like accumulation of what I've been wanting to say is, it feels like when it comes to making money, like the idea of like, I guess what people would say is like the more important thing, or what people would say is like cooler or better for a relationship is, you know, like if you make $100,000 or more, basically is what I'm about to get to, then it seems like for the most part that used to be kind of like the goalpost of what people look as a successful person. But now it feels like $100,000 is not successful anymore, especially here in Washington, D.C. 100 is if you make $100,000, can you even when I say like I'm talking yearly salary? If you make $100,000 a year, can you even call yourself successful anymore? Because it's starting to feel like that's just like the average thing to do in Washington, D.C. When I go over to Google and you type in, I already did it. What does $100,000 feel like in D.C.? This is what it says. In Washington, D.C., $100,000 salary feels more like $44,000. That's wild. Basically, $100K in 2025 feels like $50K, basically, or less. Especially if you live in Washington, D.C. And so, I mean, I guess I understand if people are, when people say that, but I'm not gonna lie. When I came out here, I make over 100,000, right? When I came here, my thing was like, I was like, okay, this is gonna be, cool, a cool little situation. It's gonna be, I get to finally see what it's like to make six figures, and my whole life just gonna be totally different now. I'm about to be, I'm not gonna lie now. My life is great. Don't get it twisted. I live a great life, but at the same time, it's like it didn't feel like a big difference. It felt it still feels very normal. What's up, Lisa? What's up, young bro? The OG Gen Xer here. Yeah, man, look, I'm just talking to y'all because I watched this video right here with Eamon Sharper the other day. I watched him talk about how basically he's saying that rich men, basically, to put it in a nutshell, rich men don't care about women and their money or how much money they make, which I don't really, I get it. They don't, but it's like the way he said it was just kind of raunchy. Let me just play the video again.
Honestly, we don't, bro.
Let me start it over.
Listen, a nigga with money don't want you to listen. I'm gonna give this out to all women worldwide. Niggas with money don't want you paying no. We don't care for you to do that. We not coming to get you for no bread. If you do that and you get your own bread on the side, we gonna clap our hands for it. We gonna smile about it. We gonna be proud of it. We don't need you to do it.
So, like and for the most part, I feel like I agree because I'm like, yeah, I don't, as a guy, I'm not trying to start a relationship with any woman because of how much money she makes. She could be a millionaire. She could be $20,000, whatever. Like, I don't care. I'm not like her. How much she makes is not a factor if I'm gonna be with her or not. Now, however, though, what the part where I don't agree with him is like, you got to make something. Like he's making it seem like he don't care how much you make, but you gotta be doing something in your life. Is all I'm trying to say. But then again, if we're talking something and we're talking about, as a guy, if you feel like you're successful and you can say stuff like this, what is the level of success that we talking about? Because if you look at this comment right here, I know this person personally. This girl right here, I don't, ain't trying to say her name, but if y'all can read her name. And she felt the need to start making comments after I said my comment. I said, hey, I got money and I don't agree. And I left it as that. But she decided to go on a whole like commenting spree, basically saying like 100. He not talking about y'all men who make barely over 100,000. He talking about more money than that, and she decided to go in. You know what I'm saying? She went in a little deep on how much money he talking about type of situation, which is what's bringing me to make this video, because I want to ask the people, like, what is the new success level? Because like, if $100,000 ain't enough to be considered successful and to be the type of man who could say I got money and I don't agree, then what is do you have to be a millionaire now? Is that the only way to be successful? It is dark in here. I'm about to turn this light on. But is that what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't really see it, but it's on. It's on. Big discussion. You could easily spend $300 to $400 or more in DC for dinner for two at a nice restaurant. True. Very easily. You could very easily do that. Well, yes, you have your own money, but understand he will still take care of what's needed in the house. That I agree with that. It's like, it just seems like, I guess I have two issues. The one issue is like, how much money do people need to make now? Apparently, because like if you know you do the research and it says on Google that if you make $100,000, it only feels like you make $44,000 living in DC, and because you know of like cost of living and all kinds of stuff, right? Taxes, once the taxes come out your check. I mean, I can understand that, because I mean, they take like a dang near a third of your income once you make it from taxes. When I say they, I mean the government. You know, a third may be a little stretching it by a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? Like about a good third. I think that's a good rule of third. I mean, a good rule of thumb to just automatically think, okay, like if I make $1 million, you know, this year, I know that off the rip, I'm only keeping about 665,000 of it after taxes. So if you make 100K, then really, like if we're talking gross 100K, then yeah, you probably only seeing about 66,000 of that. And then not to mention, you know, if you gotta, once you pay your rent or if you have mortgage or whatever, then at least a good about 20K of that, 30K of that off the rip gone too. So now, yeah, drop you down to about 40. And that's what you really kind of low key living on, which is why they say a lot of people who make six figures are still living paycheck to paycheck. We can't even start talking about the people who are not making six figures, which there are the majority of people who don't make six figures. They out there. So it's just like, it's really making me think. And then like when you see other creators online right now talking about the cost of living right now, it's wild, because people really are trying to find homes. People really trying to find places to live. And if you weren't lucky enough to be able to, and I'm gonna say lucky, because at first, I ain't gonna lie, I really felt like I was really doing, or we out here really doing something, because we got these good resumes and we got good jobs out here in DC. But really low key, we also had to have a little bit of luck to go with it. That's how we all got our jobs, because I know for me, I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, I applied at least about to 40 jobs before I actually got the one I have now. I was applying, and I had maybe about 3 jobs reach back, which is crazy when you really think about it. So it was kind of like I just kept going until I got lucky enough to find one of the industries or a job that was also in the window of actually trying to hire. That's not a lot in DC. Other major markets, cities, NFL cities. The last COLA President Biden gave us really helped. What is a COLA? I may not be fully aware of politics, but I would like to understand, what is a COLA? Yeah, I even had called Tiff about this yesterday, because I'm like, dang, I had to ask her, I'm like, how much money does a guy need to make to be considered a successful guy. You know, like sometimes I have to call my female friends because I be trying to understand like what is it that goes through the average person's mind nowadays, especially here in DC. What goes through people's minds when they're considering what they consider successful and what they consider not successful? I am just curious these days to just understand like what makes people cost of living adjustment. Okay. Appreciate y'all. So COLA is cost of living adjustment. Got you. Yeah, like it just I'm starting to feel like this may be some of the most I guess you could say the topic I think I want to start talking more on lately, because who cares about dating, right? Hear me out. Who cares about dating if we still just trying to survive? Of course the dating world gonna be trashed if we just trying to survive. Even some people in my comments and some of my videos have said that. Even just the views on a lot of my videos lately, if you guys pay attention, have gone down because as week and week go by and all these crazy things are happening out here in DC with like jobs and all that, people aren't searching, what's going on in the dating world anymore. People are searching up, are there any jobs? What's the cost of living out here? People are making videos about what it's like to live in, what's the cost of living like out here. Oh yeah, the sun really starting to go down. Got my light on. To keep up with inflation. Yeah, I know. I mean, inflation is real. Inflation is crazy. How much was the inflation rate this past, in 2025? Let's look that up. How high did inflation get in 2025? In 2024? In 2024, the U.S. inflation rate, as measured by the Consumer Price Index, saw a significant decrease, ending in the year at 2.9%. Overall trend. I mean, I guess it said it only ultimately went up to 2.9%. What's up, Hakeem? It's just crazy. It just really does not feel, to really go back to the title of this live right here, it just really don't feel like $100,000. It just don't hit the way it used to hit. $100,000 used to be the goal. Now, it feels like the goal in DC, as far as like if you want to be successful, it feels like the real goal now is you have to make about $250,000. Let's just be real. You got to make about $250,000 in DC to live comfortable now. Like when I say comfortable, I mean like, like you just go out to eat wherever you want to eat, or you buy groceries, however much groceries you want to, you travel when you want to travel. You could take, I don't know. All I'm saying is it seems like the goalpost keeps getting pushed back further and further and further. The goal in DC is 250K. Yeah. That's pretty much what it is, Ken. How much do you need to make in DC to live comfortably? Dang. We aiming too low. 275,000. A single person typically needs to make around 100,000 annually, while a couple needs a combined income of 275,000. Why is it? Can somebody help me figure this out? Why is it that by yourself you only need 100,000, but when you add a person into the mix, it's a whole 175,000 more? What is going on? I just want to say, I feel like that 99,000, I feel like this 99,000 is based off a single guy. I feel like it's based off a single guy. Cost of living all across North America is on the rise, which is a major reason why dating is horrible. It is. Like, with me being on this whole, I guess you could say it's a journey to 100% understand what the heck has been going on in this dating world, especially out here in DC. I can't help, yeah, because women cost. I can't help but realize that it seems like it always goes back to the same thing. And the common denominator is money. Money. You know what I'm saying? That dinero. That moolah. That's the dating budget, $175,000. I need more than just $100K as a single person. See what I'm saying? That's what it is. So guys can live more. Can guys live more simpler? Is that what we're saying, guys? We live more simpler. That's why we can live off 100,000, and women need more than 100,000. Unless you were spending frugally, then you're okay. I don't know. So I can't share with y'all all of the numbers, but I'm a transparent person. So I'm going to give you guys some ballpark estimates about, my life lately. Let me just say this. I make a good amount. Dang. It's going to sound like I'm not being transparent, but I can't really be super transparent. But you know what I'm trying to say. I make a good amount, but after going to LA for 30 days and coming back, I've pretty much almost tripled what I make in a month because of like all the overtime and all the stuff I got. So I ain't gonna lie, like this is gonna be one of them years where I definitely, pushed what I make, yearly to a whole nother bracket, right? And so I guess for me, it kind of hit me a little different when I saw that comment when I was looking at Eamon's video and the girl was basically saying, basically making it seem like minimalizing a man who makes six figures can't be the same man to say he got money, basically. Apparently, a guy with six figures don't got no money. It's basically what I got out of this video. Apparently you need to be a millionaire to be dating. That's ultimately what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing out here in these streets is you got to be a millionaire if you want to be out here dating. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong. I'm simple, but gym costs, cleaners costs, my rent is high, my car maintenance costs, and I love to travel. My lifestyle costs. I love to travel too. I mean, cleaners cost, like you mean cleaners like you getting like your clothes dry cleaned, or do you mean like you got some people that clean your place, like actual cleaning company? What else you said? My car maintenance costs. Does your car maintenance have a monthly cost, or is it like, once every couple, months or something like that? Not to mention out here, cars alone are crazy expensive in the DC area. Because if you live in like a high rise like I do, or apartment building, whatever you want to call it, like just to park your car, there's a fee that comes with that. Like $200 just to park your car in your own building where you already pay rent. And it's not included in your rent. In Houston, parking, there was no fee for parking your car. You just pay your rent and you can park your car in the parking garage. That's crazy. Out here, that was something totally different. I don't know, where does that fee come from? But then you park your car and you're paying $200 a month. Then you're paying your car note. Let's say if you got a good, interest rate and you bought your car, it's decent shape. Let's say you're paying about $500 a month on your car. So that's $700 right there. Then your car insurance, another $250. So that puts you up to about $950. You spending about $1,000. Not to mention if you have any maintenance or anything that has to do with your car, tires, you want to do anything to customize it out, you paying about $1,000 a month just for your car. Then you want to go out here and be a homeowner or rent. I'm telling y'all, the cost of living is crazy out here. $100,000 is not enough to do anything. You shouldn't be out here dating on $100,000. You shouldn't be Doing nothing apparently on $100,000 what I'm saying. Well, I'm out just 1 year is about 130,000 because something broke. Cars are a wild card. Yeah. Cars, parking, registration. Oh, I forgot about registration. Insurance and potentially maintenance. The builders who built the apartment, JBM, is notorious for that. They just be squeezing extra money. Like, that's just, not to mention my water bill, light bill, and then I need internet because I stream. Like, what is really going on? Brother, some people are simply high maintenance and they should be avoided at all costs. Don't shame them. Just stay out of their way. I'm not trying to shame people. I'm just saying, oh, you talking about the girl who made the comment? Yeah, what's even wilder, right? What's even wilder is I know for a fact she ain't out here making six figures, but she got a lot to say about people who are. I think that's probably, maybe that was the thing that bothered me the most. Oh, pets? Bro, I can't do pets. Well, one, because I get too attached and I be sad when the pets pass away. That's the first reason why I can't do pets. Second reason why I can't do pets, yeah, 100K is not enough at all. It's not. I'm making this video because somebody, right, whenever we're done with this live and we're done talking, because, you know, this is like a live situation, y'all are actually interacting with me as I talk. But eventually when I post this video, it's going to publish and the algorithm's going to take it. And hopefully, I'm just hoping some people watch it and get a real reaction to some people who are dealing with it real hand. We really out here living in DC and we're talking about it right now. And y'all can just kind of be a fly on the wall and watch us discuss what it's like, you know, living out here. But $100,000 a year, if that was your goal, if that's what you told yourself and you're watching this video and you told yourself, man, I'm about to be making 100K. You know, I'm about to be making 110K and I'm about to be balling in DC. Go ahead and just go ahead and just scratch that off the list. Just scratch it off the list. Because apparently if you ain't making 200, no, okay, let me see. $100,000 annually by yourself and you don't plan on doing no dating, then yeah, you know, then just let it go. But if you want to date, if you want to be comfortable, if you want to live your life and take care of your car and pay whatever, you got to be making $275,000 to be comfortable out here. Pet deposit $500 or $600. That's crazy. Wait, oh no, pet deposit $500 to $600 and pet rent is $100 monthly. Wait, hold up. Y'all paying an extra fee for y'all pets? That's what y'all saying? Bro, I had met this one girl who was hell bent on wanting to have a cat. Why? I like to travel too much to be trying to have pets and having to worry about anything back up in here. Look, when I went to LA and I came back here, home here, it felt so good to just put the key in the door, unlock it, open the door and walk in and, oh, everything's how I left it. Oh, I don't have to contact anybody and say, thank you for watching my blah, 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 blah. I don't got no plants in here, no pets, none of that. None of that. I'm chilling. I'm ready to go. Responsibility is a lot. And then we be putting it in our own life, or I don't know why. I don't know why we do that to ourselves. Big discussion said, if you're looking ahead, you should be putting some money aside for investments in retirement. I am. It comes out my check every month. I don't even think about it or look at it or worry about it. But I'm just saying, like, we talking about this 100K salary and it being enough. It's not. I mean, I honestly also came on here because, and the reason why I'm going live talking about this, because I was like, maybe if I'm wrong, you know, maybe if you really can live off about 100K and be comfortable, then you guys will correct me. You guys will say, Corey, you know, we hear you, but no, bro, you tripping. That's not really enough. That's not really enough, apparently. You know what I'm saying? Tip, we not talking about trash cans. Gosh. Women love having pets. It's like a partner to them since they ain't got a real significant. Is that true, women? Is that why women like pets? Cause y'all gotta love something, I guess. I don't know. That's what he's saying. It's not what I'm saying. That's what he said. Women love pets apparently, for the reasons of what he said. I have no pet because of that. I make over 100K. It's enough, but I'm not balling. House, car, motorcycle. You know, I'm taking them spirit flights. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm going ahead and pin that message because that's a good message. I feel you, my boy. Ken, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking spirit flights, but I feel you, you know. I have a really big trip coming up planned right now because after working all those days, 30 days back to back like that, and I didn't even post on my page for a while. You feel me? Oh, shout out to Philly Vision. Appreciate you, my boy. Hey, it feels good to be back. God dang. I'm gonna have to hit like on that. But yeah, bro, it's like I have a trip planned and I will be going out of the country again. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be lit. I can't tell y'all what it is because it's gonna ruin the video once I make the video. Y'all know how I gotta go and then just drop the video and I'm like, oh, I'm here and blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. You know, I don't know. I might tell y'all because y'all really rock with me. I don't think y'all gonna go off or any of y'all mouth telling people where I'm going. But just know I'm going somewhere. And if if anybody's watching this far into the video, you deserve to know this as well. Because we about 30 minutes in. You know, only the real Ken and Corey, like, I don't want to call y'all followers because that's not a follower. Y'all, dang, what's a good word? Not followers. I'm taking time out specifically to come up with a better word because I really don't want to say followers. I wanted to say people who like have my back. What's the word? Motivate me? Anyway, the whole point is the Cannon Gang y'all really be having my back. So I feel like if y'all watching this far into the video, y'all deserve to know where I'm going. So I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all. Oh, I can't tell y'all. It's too good, y'all. I can't tell y'all where I'm going is lit. I ain't never been there before. It's going to be lit. I already got the ticket. Just trust me, it's lit. Supporters, y'all know what I was trying to say. Y'all, hey. All right, look. I'm going to tell y'all gotta listen. I'm going to whisper it. I'm going to say it just one time where I'm going. One time. Y'all ready? All right, that's where I'm going. I'm going to Dubai. Woo! It's true. It's not cap. I'm being dead serious. All right, that was just for y'all. I said it one time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the exclusive. I've never done that before. I have never ever done that before. But I decided today, I did the math. I was like, oh, I can do this and I can do that. And I looked up all the places. So there it is. Shout out to my sister Erica Lanier. You in the chat. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Sorry you had to find out like that on my live. What's wrong with going to where I said I'm going in the summertime? What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? But y'all got the exclusive. That's where I'm going. So probably I ain't gonna say the next video, but in the next couple videos when I actually go, y'all gonna just see me just pop up there. The rest of the world gonna be like, what the heck? How did he get? I'm just gonna show up and be there. But I'm just, back to what I'm saying. The 100K not being enough in DC. See, I like to take trips too. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hakeem, I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be having a good time. It's going to be fun. I'm already trying to figure out like what activities to get into because I like excursions and I like things. You feel me? Cammy? What's wrong with the place that I said? You don't like the place? What's wrong? It's not that bad now. It shouldn't reach 100 yet. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be at a resort. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'm not even really gonna be out in the desert. I'm gonna be in the city, living my best life. And I'm gonna take y'all with me though. I'm gonna take y'all with me. I'm actually really thinking about doing some like members only videos. Okay? Members only. I'm gonna really like go live and just like walk around and really show y'all. Real talk. So, but that was exclusive. But anyway, let's go back. Let's rewind. Y'all got the exclusive. Okay, back to the 100K. So, are we collectively saying at the same time that 100K, or do we all agree that 100K ain't enough in DC? Is that what we're saying? But here's the thing. If we know 100K isn't enough in DC, but could we also take it a step further and say that $100,000 a year's salary, no matter where you are in general in America, is not enough anymore? I'm just saying. Because if in DC 100K feels like 44,000, which is according to Google, then I mean, what city do y'all think 100K even matters? Or in what area, you know, does 100K, is it enough? It's not enough, but I'm a baller on a budget. A baller on a budget. I think anybody could be a baller on a budget. Just about. I mean, all you gotta do is just lower your, you know, standards of, you know, or you know, change some things around, but you could be a baller on a budget. You good in Atlanta with 100K? I don't know if I agree with that. Let's look. How much do you need to make to live in Atlanta to live comfortably? Oh! Nope, not in Atlanta either. So you have to be making about 107,000 to be comfortable in Atlanta. And in DC, it said 99. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all. Y'all be thinking because a lot of people move to one city that is easier, and you be hearing rumors saying, oh, it's cheaper in Atlanta. Atlanta ain't cheaper like that. Texas ain't cheaper either. We just be thinking it's cheaper because it's a lot of people moving there. And you need 230,000 if you're going to have, you know what I'm saying, a family. For 2 working adults with 2 children, the combined salary is 230,000 that you need to be making. I mean, I'm just saying, what is going on, bro? Okay, hold on. Let me see something. If you need to make 107,000 to live comfortably as a single adult, then what's the average? Okay, what do y'all think the average is that people make in? Well, I'm gonna say DC because you're supposed to make 99,000 in DC to live, I guess, kind of somewhat comfortable as a single person. But what's the average amount people are making? A lot of folks live in the suburbs of ATL, not actually in Atlanta. How much do I need to live comfortably in Houston? Hold on, let me look. To live comfortably in Houston, dang, you only need to make $75,000. Dang. And for a family of 4, the income needs to be approximately $175,000. Okay, maybe it is cheaper in Houston. I even fact checked myself. I said it ain't cheaper in Houston, but apparently it's significantly cheaper in Houston. What Tiff say? 100K is sufficient based on where you live. And SAT, is that San Antonio? 100K was more than enough. So okay, so maybe I need to move to Houston because my agency does have a Galveston district, and it's not that far from Houston. if I could just make a little transfer, maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe I could mess around, feel like I'm wealthy in here. I might start feeling wealthy. Because right now I'm just comfortable, but I feel like I might be wealthy in Houston. Okay, so the bar is lower. But still, you know what? How much does the average person make in Houston? How much does I'm going to say, what's the average salary in Houston? Salary in, let's see. The average salary in Houston is $61,000. So that don't make no sense though. What up, Smooth? What up, Will? If the average salary in Houston is 61,000, y'all, then but you need to make 75K to be comfortable. Like that's the part that I don't understand. Like, what does the government use as like their mark, or they're like, okay, you know, we need to start doing something or to balance things back out, because if the economy, if everybody in general is not making enough to be able to live, then shouldn't somebody do something about it? I'm just saying, shouldn't we be doing something about it if everybody for the most part ain't making what it takes to live? Let me see. Now I gotta check DC real quick. Even in DC, the average salary is $80,000 a year, but it said you have to make at least about $99,000 to be comfortable as a single person. I don't understand. That means they working 2 jobs are not comfortable. I don't know. This is the part that be making me feel like maybe I need to get into politics or something. Cause I'll be the one asking questions at these meetings and town halls and stuff, like, everybody broke. Everybody seemed like they broke all the time. Like even I saw a video, I think somebody sent, I think Tiffany even sent me, about Anton Daniels talking about how it was something, he was responding to a guy who was talking about how he was trying to look for a place to live and ain't nowhere to find somewhere to live that's affordable. He was basically saying these apartments out here are above $2,000 a month for a 1 bedroom, and it's under 1,000 square feet. And he's like, what is going on? They pushing you to marry? I ain't getting, I don't know, maybe somebody else. Cost of living is cheaper in Houston, but the cost of living the COLA is higher due to the oil and gas industry, specifically in Houston. So COLA is the adjustment. What's the cost of living adjustment? Does that mean they can push like what's it called? Low wages or low? You know what I'm trying to say? Minimum wage. I agree with Cammy. What Cammy say? True, live on the outskirts of ATL. Maybe Nashville. I don't know. Maybe Nashville. You know what? Let's look up what's the best city. What's the best city to? Oh, let me see the best cost of living city. What city has the best cost of living? Right. That's what my dad said. What city has the best cost of living? Well, I should probably say in America. Brownsville, Texas. Hold up. How can $100,000 a year be enough if the median home is roughly $420,000? That's what I'm saying. The COLA in Houston is super high. Wow. In 2025, Brownsville, Texas is the most affordable city to live in the United States, according to Forbes. Other cities consistently ranked higher for affordable. Hold on, I want to see, where the heck is Brownsville, Texas at? I have no clue. We about to figure it out together. Where the heck is Brownsville? Mortgages are typically for 30 years. I know. Or you could do like a 15, right? Or something like that. Pay it off earlier. Okay, this is Brownsville, Texas. They got a beach. You look a little small though. It's like it's close to Mexico. What? It is basically Mexico. Hold up. Oh my God. This is the cheapest cost of living city in the United States. And it's right there on the border of Mexico and the United States. Look at this. Y'all looking at what I'm looking at, right? Look at this. Well, it's the Valley of Texas. Well, if y'all want to live comfortable for the best cost of living, you too can live your American dream here in Brownsville, Texas. They got rivers and stuff. Hey, low key, it seemed like a nice little town where they do spring break. That's I think South Padre is a little north of this. South Padre ain't that close to Mexico. Dang, I bet it floods during hurricane season. Probably, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. It looks like it's gonna be alligators up in here. I don't know about all that. Okay, they got a little construction industry, a little nightlife, kinda. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could take. I bet trips from there to Cancun wouldn't be expensive. I don't know. I guess if y'all want to live in good old Texas, and me being from Texas, I'm saying it like that, but y'all can live in Texas. Wow. So that's the lowest cost of living in the United States is in freaking Brownsville, Texas. I am flabbergasted. Never would have thought. Wow. Yeah, South Padre is, actually it is. Erica, you were right. It is close to South Padre. Oh my God. How did you know that? You must know somebody in Brownsville. Oh, wow. I never really been to South Padre like that. I think I've been in like Corpus Christi and like, what's the other place? And yeah, I've been to Corpus Christi. Wow, y'all, this is a lot. Having to take this all in and realize, look, we educating ourselves, we're learning together. I'm sure there's gonna be people who are gonna watch this video later on and realize, bro, like, you know, $100,000 really ain't what it is. It used to hit. South Project did look nice. But yeah, 100K used to hit, but it don't hit no more. It don't hit. Let me see. I'm gonna say, what does 100K feel like? Let me say, when did 100K feel like 100K? What year? What year did 100,000 feel like 100,000? You don't earn enough money if one's post-tax income is less than rent. Ooh, you can't save, invest half of your income. Wow. So, Kimmy said 2008. In 2008, 100K felt like 100K. Well, apparently, it says it's hard to pinpoint, but the exact year, but 100,000 likely felt most like a real 100,000 in the mid 1980s. Before that, in the 1960s and 70s, 100,000 was a much larger sum. The last year was around 1993. Wow. By the mid 1980s and certainly into the 1990s and early 2000s, reaching six figures was a more attainable and widely celebrated benchmark of success. However, rising inflation and cost of living, particularly in housing, 100,000 no longer feels the same substantial sum it once did. God dang. I knew I wasn't tripping. So, hold on. So, All right. How much do you, okay, here we go. How much do you have to make how much, okay, yeah. In order for it to feel like 100K. I don't think it really answered the question. How should I word it? Somebody write the answer in the chat, and I'm just gonna copy it, or write the question in the chat. I'm gonna copy and paste it. What's the per eight of people that made 100K in the 1980s? Oh, percent of people who made 100K in the 1980s. What percent of people made 100K in the 1980s? The percentage of people who made 100,000 or more in adjusted from inflation. It's not showing percentage, is it? Y'all see it? 1980s. How to solve? No, it's like it's doing too much. The new $100,000 is $250,000 year as of 2024. Thank you for giving me the answer. So you got to make $250,000 to feel what it felt like to make $100,000 back in the day. So really, I'm basically broke, people, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm realizing. Maybe they was right in the comments. Maybe I am broke. God dang. When you realize enough just ain't enough. You ain't. I have really realized that I ain't doing nothing. I gotta make $1 million. That's just. We all need to collectively. This is what we gonna do. Look, y'all listen to me. Y'all come closer. All right. This is what we're gonna do. Everybody that's on this chat right now, right? It's a couple of us, at least about almost 20 of us. If we could just come together and make some type of business like right now, okay? All of us, we could come together right now, make a business. We all pitch in a little bit of what we can, whether it's your talents, money, whatever. You know, we come up with a dope business right now together, and then we all, write a contract, say we all own a 20th, because there's about 20 of us in here. I own a 20th, you own a 20th, everybody owns a 20th. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I might own 21 and y'all own 19, because, you know what I'm saying? Whole point is, because I put it together. But what I'm trying to say is, if we could just come together and make a business, and then we all make the business thrive, we can all get rich. You know what I'm saying? What y'all want to sell? What we selling? Because we ain't trading time for money no more. I'm tired of that. We ain't going to get rich trading time for money no more. We need to come together and make a business. I know I'm Lisa, Cammy, okay, big discussion. I'm talking to all y'all, Anwar, Tiff, Equalizer, Erica. Who else in the chat? We all need to come together, make a business. We going to call it, I don't know what we're going to call it, but the whole point, we going to sell weave? Okay, so we going to sell weave. What we doing? Let's make the business plan right now. We going to sell weave? Well, what's our business plan? How we going to make a business plan to get rich, all of us right now together? Because I'm tired of being broke. Y'all tired of being broke? Let's do it right now. We gonna sell weave and oh, you're gonna make courses? How about we make courses about how to sell weave? Is that too much? Make courses? What we doing? I know some of y'all might be seeing ads right now. So I'm gonna wait, but when y'all get back, if y'all end up messing around seeing an ad while we watching this, while we talking about this, then you know what I'm saying. Anyway, whole point is, what are we gonna do? Learn to travel? Oh, I see you didn't enter the chat. Look, I'm trying to figure this out because I'm tired of being, we need to, weave tariffs might go up. You right. All right, we're gonna sell hair. I like that. Sell hair. What type of, we doing bundles? What we doing? Like, we doing like the straight, the curl, the wave. Where the women at? Y'all supposed to be helping us out now. I was gonna be a sugar baby. How you gonna go be Lisa? Come on now. You can't. Just being a sugar baby ain't gonna get you where you want to get in life. What's gonna happen when he find a younger sugar baby? You gonna get older. I'm trying to set you up for life. I'm putting y'all on game. We gonna come together as a community, okay? And we gonna make this business right now. Ask ChatGPT. I don't even have chat. Hold up. ChatGPT. Hold on. Wait a minute. We might be getting somewhere. All right. What I'm supposed to be asking? You working too hard. Hold on. Sell butt pad, BBLs in the bag. That's funny. We gonna sell butt pads? That's crazy. I think BBL's gonna go out of fashion. I don't think that's really gonna work. And give it about 10 more years, people are gonna be regretting the fact that they went and got BBLs. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause a lot of people I know, I got the light from the blinds on my face. Anyway, a lot of people I know went and got BBLs and they didn't got back big. And I'm like, do you go get another BBL? It's like, how does that, you just keep sucking the fat out? Is that how that works? That's gotta eventually not be healthy. All right, I'm getting distracted. We're supposed to be making this business. All right. See, I see half the reason why y'all, you know what I'm saying, where we at right now is because y'all can't focus. All right, y'all got me not focusing. Y'all supposed to be focusing while I'm talking to get the focus together so we can make this $1 million per person. So I imagine like if we all want to make $1 million, we got to come up with something that makes about $20 million a year. So if we're gonna make $20 million a year. Let me get my calculator out real quick. We're gonna have to. How much is that gonna be a month? Like 1 point something, 2 point something, 20. Is that 20 million? Hold on. No, that's 2 million. Divided by 12 months, we need to be making about 1.6 million every month. All right, and 1.6 million every month. How much we want to sell our product for? We want to sell it for how much? Divide that by. We gonna sell a product that's $500. All right. We need to sell something. We need to come up with something that's worth $500 and sell 3,333 pieces of it every month. So we can make 20 million. So all of us can get $1 million because there's 20 of us in the chat. That's what I'm trying to say. Y'all get what I'm saying? So, man, that's a lot. I don't know. 3,000 might be a lot though. Apartment complex, but apartment complex. We need three. That means we would need 3,300 like apartments. Maybe we should come together and do apartment complex though, huh? Tell ChatGPT to create a business plan for selling weave. All right, bet. Hold on, let me copy that. All right. Boom. Create a business plan for selling. Oh, what? Why did it hit me with the 3 Ys? When did ChatGPT start doing all that? Okay, let's build a legit business plan for selling weave. High quality, fly and fabulous. This plan will keep things clear, real, and ready to attract customers, investors. All right, hold up. Before we get deeper, if you're just now watching this video, because I got to explain how we got to this point, y'all. We done went totally left. We have all decided that $100,000 is not enough a year. All right. And we all need to make $1 million a year. And since there's 20 of us in the chat, we all need to come up with something that makes $1 million a year for each of us. And then that means we're gonna sell it for $500 a piece. So it means 3,333, units need to be sold every month. I might up that price because that's 3,000 sound like a lot. Okay, I might have to make it, $1,000. Some we selling for $1,000 a piece. Okay, anyway, but can we sell hair for $500, like a wig or something? All right, here we go. Business plan, Crown and Co. Premium wave and extensions. Hey, I kind of high key like that. Business plan, Crown and Co. is a luxury hair extension brand providing high quality, ethically sourced weaves, wigs, closures, and frontals. We selling a lot of stuff. We selling a lot of stuff. We selling weaves, wigs, closures, and frontals. Weaves, wigs, closures, and frontals. To a fashion-forward individuals. Skincare and makeup. That might be a good one too. You typically need a net worth of $10 million to finance 120 plus unit apartment complexes. So we get 120 plus. Look, what we doing? Are we doing the apartment complex or are we selling the weave? Health and what? Okay, we're gonna do a poll in the chat because y'all. Hold on, we're gonna do a poll. What are we selling? I'm gonna say weave, apartments. All right, y'all y'all vote in the chat in the make a vote. Make a vote in the poll because I'm trying to see real quick. You know what I'm saying? What we gonna sell? Because we gotta be on one page now. Gotta be on one page now. You typically need a skincare, health and wellness tech product idea, AI powered smart posture corrector, or wellness pod, portable sauna, infrared therapy. God dang, where all these ideas coming from? Hold on. Let's see. Y'all doing votes. Right now it's 50-50. Come on now. Y'all can't be split down the middle. How we gonna come together as a team and we can't agree on what we're gonna make a business about? This is why black people can't be prosperous. This is it right now. You can't sell weeds for $500. We can't. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT how much can I sell a wig for? Oh, look, they got the price ranges right here. Are you sure? Products and services. They got lace wigs for $200 to $600. The business buys the real estate. Ooh, that might be it. You might be right. The business buys the real estate. How are we still at 50-50 on the weave in apartments? How about we sell weave at our apartment building? How about that? We can sell the apartments. We got the apartment. This is what we're going to do. We're going to have the empty apartments. Those are going for rent. But then we also got a store in the front office that sell weaves. What about that? Does that solve the problem? Make the decision. Stop asking. You're the CEO. That's why I just made the decision. We're going to have an apartment building that sells the weave and stuff. And we got a store connected to the apartments. We sell in a community, all right? So yeah, $200 to $600. I like the lace wig idea. That might have to HD lace glueless. I don't know nothing about none of that. I'm gonna have to put one of the women in charge of that. But yeah, this is what we doing. We didn't came up, Angie. I know you got here late. I'm gonna have to fill you in, but one more time. I'm gonna condense it down even more. $100,000 a year ain't enough. We decided $1 million is gonna be what we need to all make per person. There was 20 of us in the chat, so 20 of us means we all need to collectively come up with a business together to figure out how to make this money together is what we try. We all, because, as a team, we should be able to knock out $1 million a year. Easy, as a team. That's the problem. The problem is they didn't divide it and then conquered all of us. When I say they, I don't know, is the world. The world is they. But the whole point is we could do this, is all I'm saying. Whew. All right. Angie had got in here late. So look, the poll for some reason y'all literally split down the middle. So I didn't gave up. We gonna do the apartments and we selling weaves out the apartments. But all I'm saying is, if we seriously though, startup costs, inventory 3,000. Yo, I never made a business plan on ChatGPT. First of all, this is interesting. Goals and growth plan, short-term, launch e-commerce store, secure 3 to 5 influencer partners. This is smart as heck. Why am I just now getting put on to making business plans on ChatGPT? This is smart. Get some influencers, hit up some of my little celebrity friends. Hey, y'all, make a video about this real quick. Put this wig on real quick and just and just, you know what I'm saying, help me promote my little brand. That's funny. Ooh, y'all got me working hard. We done made a business plan to sell weave at our apartment complex building, and we selling the units. We gonna make $1 million a month per person. We gonna split down the whole business, break it down 20, not 20%, but whatever a 20th is what we all get of the business. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Make more than $100,000 if you want to be comfortable here in DC. That's what we learned. And apparently 100,000 was not the same 100,000. Like the 100,000 used to feel like 100,000 back in the 1980s. That's what we learned. Making 100,000 now, you're gonna have to really make about 250,000 to feel what 100,000 felt like back when 100,000 was 100,000. That's what we have learned. Oh, and also, and the cheapest cost of living, or the best cost of living in the United States, is in Brownville, Texas, which is right there on the border between Texas and Mexico, in the most southern tip of Texas that you can find. Woo! I'm gonna take a break. Y'all making me think hard. How long we been live? We've been live for 1 hour and 6 minutes. Okay. All right. I'm cool with that. I just wanted to make this video because I know there's going to be some people, carrying myself. I don't want to be always sharing space with another person. And they have realized that, hey, I'm ready to get my own place. And they're like, what's the cost of living like? What's it going to be like for me to be able to move out and do my own thing? Or maybe just getting ready to, get out of college and try to make it in the real world out here in DC. You might be in a rude awakening. I'm just kind of sad for the people who really are getting out of college right now and they don't have anything lined up, because realistically these jobs want people who have experience. So let's say you come out of college and I think my YouTube is telling me that there's an error. But let's say you get out of college and you aren't making, you're making maybe like $40,000 or $50,000 a year in your first job. You can't really call yourself an adult because you can't get your own place. Because we already established that living by yourself is going to be about $2,000 a month, or more, for a single bedroom apartment. Like even this apartment is $2,500 a month, and it's like just under 800 square feet. So I'm just saying, I know life is hard out there. I know life is tough, but I want to start focusing on what we can do to start making this stuff better. That's all I'm saying. Whew, I winding down. I got tired. Might throw some Netflix on or something in a minute. Maybe get on the Xbox or something. I don't know what I'm finna do. Whole point is, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I realize that I've been going for over an hour now. I ain't even realized it had been that long. I'm trying not to make my live so long. Hey Angie, hey, how are you doing, girl? That's what Tiff just threw out there. Tiff, when you gonna go live, Tiff? The DMV area is good for talented and ambitious individuals with a college degree. It is, but it's like you have to kind of, I ain't gonna say struggle, but I mean, are people coming straight out of college making $100K? Unless I didn't think they were, but I could be wrong, because I didn't graduate college here in this area and try to, survive. So I came here after I already had found a job and had experience in the real world. 25,000 plus goes to rent bikes. It costs $25,000 to rent bikes. AKA Angie, hello. Yo, Angie, you got I had looked on your page the other day and I realized you have almost 30 subscribers and you haven't dropped a video. Drop a video. Do go live or something. I need some friends who go live so we can be going live. Ken goes live. But I'm saying we need a whole going live community so we can all be entertained. I can't be the only one going live. I want to look at y'all faces sometime. Tiff said, I think you got a typo, Tiff. Hey, y'all. Yes, in finance. It says yikes. Oh, I thought it was a typo. I'm still around, just got a lot going on. Yeah, Angie got a lot going on. Going live in 2 weeks. Oh, okay. Okay. Tip gonna go live in 2 weeks. Bet. Why in 2 weeks though? You waiting for something to get here? You doing like a setup? You don't gotta have a setup like mine. Mine is like overkill. I just so happen to be a photographer and stuff like that, so I have cameras laying around. I was like, I might as well start going live with my stuff. Oh, I also got this other thing, this little tool I found online that lets me go live with this same camera, but I can walk around now. Because at first I was gonna start going live with with this camera, but it's such a headache. It's such a headache to set it up to go live. It's great for doing vlogs, walking and talking vlogs, but it's a headache to go live with this camera because it's like you got to do a lot of trying to set things up with your phone, and it's a lot. Okay. Tiff, I'm here for it. Yeah, go live. Okay, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in to me. I know the sun then came all in my face. Like, what is going on? I'm about to close my blinds in a second. What are we doing, son? You was gone for a second and now you're back. God dang, just messing up. God dang, hold on, let me close the blinds. The sun really tripping today. I know it's gonna be a different time of year now because the sun didn't used to do all this in my face when I went live. It must be in a whole nother like part of the globe now. The globe done tilted. I got a lot going on. I'm going live with the phone. That's the setup. I went live with my phone on here before a couple times. I will go live, but not solo. Why not? Do y'all see? I just be talking to y'all. It's super easy. Are y'all afraid y'all gonna stop talking like this? I don't know what to say. I don't know. I was trying to imagine what it's like to not say nothing, or imagine what it's like to run out of things to say. But it don't feel like I'm not talking to nobody. It feels like I'm talking to a person. I'm just used to it at this point. I don't know. You're a natural talker? I don't know what you mean by that, Cammy. Are you trying to say that I talk too much? No, I guess you could say I'm a natural. But you know what? I also spend a lot of time with myself. Like technically, right now, this very second, I'm alone by myself. Technically, right now, y'all just can see into my living room through this little device I have right here. But, I guess maybe when you talk to yourself all the time already, it's not a big deal to be able to talk where other people can hear you. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you gotta be a little bit of crazy to be able to be a streamer. Just a little bit. You could do it, Ken. Yeah, Ken, just have a list of topics. I start off with my topics. I always kick it off with something to talk about, which was, I talked about the Iman Shumpert or whatever, and him talking about wealthy men don't need nothing from women money-wise, blah, blah, blah. And I just tied it into the main topic that I want to talk about is like, how much money do you need to be comfortable? How much do you really need to be making to be considered a successful person? That's really kind of like the core of exactly what I was thinking this whole time is like, dang, is 100K even successful anymore? Like, do I need to reevaluate myself and be like, I'm not successful because I'm just, just only making 100K? Like, do I need to be making 250? Because I haven't broken the $200,000 a year mark yet. But, I feel like, dang, if that needs to be the goal to consider myself successful, I will do it. I will do what I need to do. Y'all see me on here selling t-shirts and hoodies, and I don't know. I don't know. I'd be selling weave at my apartment complex. You know what I'm saying? Only $500 a month in my apartment complex. I just need 3,000 of y'all to go get the apartment. That's all I'm saying. You talk to yourself too. I guessed it right. That's funny. I'm just saying. I don't know. We need to have another meetup too. I'm thinking about doing a meetup before I go to that place I told you I was going to. If you was here earlier and you heard what I said, and you said that's my goal next 200. If what was I about to say? What was I saying? You need to be debt free so you can make the salary stretch. That's the other thing. I spent a lot of time last year getting rid of all debt I had. My main thing was like, I don't want to have no debt to nobody in any type of way. And being debt free really does stretch you. And being single, is amazing. I mean, it's amazing. You don't got nothing that pops up, that you don't already plan for as a single person. Nobody forcing like, oh, we need this, we need that on you. Like, what? I'm comfortable. Success is measured by what you've accomplished, not what you make. I mean, that's what I thought. I actually felt like success for me is like the experiences I've had. Like I judge success off of like, what memories have I made in life? And that's another reason why I love YouTube is because I get to capture my memories. I get to capture my memories of things that have happened and save it forever. And I can share it with people. That's what I love about YouTube. Even if I never, blow up and become this big YouTuber or whatever, like I can still always, for my own sake, when I'm 50 years old, or I talk about 50 like it's old, but you know what I'm saying? I could get close to 70, 80 and look back and be like, oh, I remember when I was 35 sitting in that apartment in DC, talking to them people on live. I can always go back. Even to this day, I can go back to when I'm 30, 29 and look at those videos. And even though I cringe at looking at my old videos because I made skits and stuff like that, I still can look back whenever I want to and remember what I was doing. Corey, you need to be making all the money you can with these deployments. You should head back to LA tomorrow. So I talked to my boss about it today. I was like, hey, I'm definitely trying to go back up out of there. And apparently he's not really feeling the fact that I was gone this long because apparently they had to really, it was a lot going on while I was gone. So he made it clear that I might have to wait a while before I can go somewhere. Whatever. Well, I've accomplished great things at my job and it comes with a paycheck. I feel you, Angie. I feel you. You read my mind. You're a DC celebrity. Oh my God. I am not. Y'all know who's real DC celebrities? Anthony Hamilton. Okay, Shantae Moore. And all them other people who was on stage at the event this past weekend. They don't even know who I am. If they would have brought me on that stage, people would have been like, who the heck is he? Why is he on stage? What is he doing? Like, get him off stage. That's what they would have been saying. Don't nobody know me. Y'all just know me. I know y'all. I done ran out of juice. What time is it? 6:19? I might need to find something to eat. I don't know what I'm about to eat. I had Chipotle last night, but I need to, I want to change it up. Personal accomplishments. Yeah, man. We done made I got a whole business plan sitting in front of me. It's funny. I never know what's going to happen when I go live. Like, I just go with the flow, and I feel like it's hilarious that we made a whole business plan about selling weave. That was funny. Okay, they realized your value while you were gone. They did. I've been hearing some stuff. You had a good point about capturing memories. Yeah. Like, I really do go back to my videos all the time. Like, I look back at stuff all the time about, like, when I first started making YouTube. Look at this crap. Well, I ain't gonna show y'all because half of these videos is private. Let me scroll to the part where they unprivate before I start showing y'all the back. But, oh, dang, I privated a lot of videos. God dang. I'm looking at the back end. Dang, how many videos did I put on private? Oh, I forgot I had like completely changed this YouTube channel. At first it used to, okay, here go the skits and stuff. Oh, I put a lot of the skits on. Y'all can't see none of this stuff? Okay, some of this stuff. But look, like I can go back to when I used to have all these videos, like me being younger, making skits and trying to be funny and all that stuff. And, some videos did okay. Some was, horrible. But look at it. Like, and I can look back and remember to myself, like, oh, okay, I remember when I made that video. Oh, I remember when I was in Corpus Christi. Like, look at this. I had made this random video about being in Corpus Christi when I first moved out there. I'm gonna put it on mute because I don't really. I had flew a drone. I had just made that logo for my. That's like I still use that logo to this day. This was. I can't see because there's stuff in the way. Oh, 7 years ago. And it's cool to just to be able to like, you know, look back at yourself. That's all I'm saying. Memories. You know Shantae Moore. You know Shantae. I still don't know who Shantae Moore is. Like that. Even though she went on stage and everything. I told myself I was going to do some research. Shantae Moore is one of the people who performed at the, what was that stuff called? The Emancipation Day celebration. Let me see. I really low-key, I was wondering if anybody else made a video about it. Emancipation Day, DC. Okay. There's some people who made videos about it. I didn't think too many people were actually even like really watch it though. It seemed like even the news, they haven't even gotten 1,000 views. So it must have not really, must not be that big of a thing in DC. But it was cool to go to. She an old school baddie with talent. An old school baddie? Okay. Nah, you know, because she was kind of cute on stage. But let me see. Shantae Moore. Was she really a baddie, though? Oh, she performed at the Soul Train Awards. Oh, no, she did look a little bad right there. Hold on. $15 years ago. Okay, I mean, I guess, yeah, she's straight. I did not know. All right. Shantae Moore. That's right, LPP. Corey didn't know who she was. Can you believe that? No, I didn't. I didn't know who Shantae Moore was. All I knew was R. Kelly was carrying her in that video when you're contagious. That song, he was carrying her up the stairs when he was about to go lay it down in the video. And Tamia. It's what, Tamia and Sean, are they not the same person? So what is she doing now in life? She's still performing? Oh, she did a video with Jermaine Dupri. I'm over here looking up. She did a video with Jermaine Dupri. What did she get famous? Did she get famous from singing, or did she was famous and then started singing? Like, what is her main claim to fame? Just being a singer? I enjoyed it. I couldn't hear. They did people dirty at that Emancipation Day. You couldn't hear people on the mics or nothing. They kept, I don't know what they was doing. I'm looking her up, but I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember that face growing up. Sorry. She's not in my list of legendary people growing up wise. Anyways, I'm about to find something to eat, y'all. It's been 1 hour and 30 minutes. Baddies from her era were slimmer. She's on point. Yeah, then people start realizing that thickness is heavenly. Okay? Being curvy is worthy. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want no stick. We already did this anyway. Remember, I don't know, like a couple videos ago or a couple lives ago, I had looked up what good looking looked like as a woman back in the 90s versus what good looking looks like as a woman now, and it's drastically different. Drastically. Everybody from Gabrielle Union, Megan Good, all of them they just skinny. Thick thighs truly do save lives. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I love Tamia too. I don't even know who Tamia is. God damn, y'all saying all these names. Oh my God, I can't spell the girl name. Oh my God, I can't spell this girl name. Tamia. Dang. It looked like the same person. They both perform still. I mean, it looked like the same person. Tamia and what's the other girl, Shantae? They look like the same person. Oh, I remember this song. Oh, I remember that song. That was a good song. Wait, that's not the girl. That was the video vixen. But I'm saying, Tyra Banks. I love me a tall, slim baddie. Who are these? Teams of Mia World. Okay. I mean, I don't really remember them like that, but cool. There we go. Tamia was the honorable mention. But I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Y'all keep mentioning all these skinny celebrities and stuff like that and going left with it. 100K was the whole title and the focus on the video. And we have come to a conclusion that in the people's court, we have decided $100,000 a year is not enough. We need to make $250,000 now. That is the new goalpost. $250,000 is the new goalpost. I am about to go eat Cammy. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to wind it down. You know, I know it's a delay on the video, so I have to give y'all time to say something back before I just hang up. Because it could just be like I'm talking and all of a sudden I just freeze. Because I ended the video. I know how it is on the back end. I just be thinking about when I used to watch a lot of people go live, what I wish they would do before I start doing it, before I start going live. Like, people just be ending their live and they don't even give it time. She's married to Grant Hill. Oh, okay. So everybody just dates ballers now because, that's what everybody need. They need millionaires. Maybe that's the real new amount of money we need to make. We all need to be millionaires. That's another video. I appreciate you guys. I see you guys hopping off. I'm finna hop off too. And I'll see you guys later on in the next video.